Otherwise, they are going to be knocked down to the lower bracket, which isn't all too bad because you do go straight down to the second round of the lower bracket. But you'd definitely prefer to just go straight through the upper bracket final if you could afford to. And Fnatic are definitely in the position to do that right here, right now in that game number 2, especially with that DJ Earthshaker.
I mean, we saw it yesterday, right? If you haven't checked out the highlights on the BTS Twitter already, there was a crazy game yesterday with Fnatic coming up against Neon Esports where, well, I'll let you watch it. No spoilers here.
It was pretty fantastic, I'll tell you that. Geek fam, see what they can do this game number 2. They've definitely drafted a bit of a different style of draft. That it is. Bot lane as well, you look at Ice. He's already committed his salve and being harassed out. He will just try and trade while he can, but he will ultimately understand he is going to be the first blood of the game. And Raven will be the one to take that on the Troll Warlord. It's a great start for Geek fam.
Not even needing to commit a tri lane to be able to do it, but you know, that could be a double-edged sword with Zephyr, the other member of that potential tri lane, going down on the top side.
Absolutely.
Whereas Timber, you can create a whole lot more lane pressure early on. Ice, he's reached level 2 at least.
He's got the Ghost Shroud though. He didn't actually go for the Heartstopper aura. Just deciding he doesn't want to die a second time, though Zephyr is going to chase him down and really provide out that harassment. We've seen this from a lot of teams before where they'll really put... But perhaps just not focusing on Moon could be a problem later on. In fact, Ice, again. Going to be chased here, and he is dead.
Yeah, able to pick him off again. With Savage as well, I mean, he's been out of regen. He's having to have a bottle delivered out to him, and it's going to reach him right about the right time. 4 minutes approaching shortly, but with the way that these side lanes are going, I don't know if Jabs or DJ can actually make that rotation to help the contest. He's starting to do it now, but...
Up until that 6 mark, and well, now Moon gets a Jingu Mastery off, holding the Boundless Strike, does finally throw it out, but can he actually catch out Cuckoo? Well, it looks like Savage is going to go down mid lane, now even finding Carl as well. They're still going. The snowball is there. DJ now about to fall. That poison from the Gale should be enough, and Carl...
He still ended up dying, but that just goes to some good plays coming through from Carl. But they didn't really make anything happen on the Geek Fam supports in the time that they made that rotation. This time, though, they should be able to grab DJ.
Yeah, DJ got shotted up. Snowball's going to be there. Nice Fisher dodge there from Zephyr. And that should be somewhat of a concern here for Fnatic, right? Like, Ice is still struggling quite a bit. He's being jumped right now. He does have the Ghost Shroud, but he's not popped it yet. And Raven still hoping for an ensnare. Meanwhile, Zephyr does get 23 Savage in the mid lane, and Ice. He's still being chased down. Raven will eventually just let him go. But now DJ's going to come in with a Fisher. It does connect onto the Troll. And ultimately, he will save Ice. But for Fnatic's sake, you do get a little bit afraid. Like, you're losing Savage in that mid lane, and Raven's free.
Rune and run away, but it's just not going to be enough. He's gone and used the poison over already. Early level up.
Savage might be dead. That's a lot of damage with that Gale. He needs to find a way to deny himself. He thinks about neutrals. Now DJ is going to come in and do it. Nice deny from DJ, making it barely in time. Great foresight there from Carl, and he's going to go for a TP now up into that top lane where DJ does already die, but now Moon, he's going to jump in with that Boundless going after Cuckoo, and he does secure the kill, and now he will just try and TP out of there, and does do so successfully. Zephyr had already committed the only stun his team has. And with that, they'll back off. Jabs, however, going to get a Nightmare off now onto the task. Carl does take the Illusion Rune, and Savage is going to chase him down.
Ice again.
Yeah, Ice. He does go down to the bot lane, but in the mid lane, they're still fighting. Time lapse out from Savage. Shards is not going to block the way there from Savage either. But Carl, he might survive this Savage. He's getting way too low, though. No, they get the Veno, and Cuckoo and Zephyr will try and trade here with maybe the Bane. But looks like Jabs will also be okay, and now Moon's joined in.
Getting a little bit greedy there on Zephyr. He had the 5 magic wand charges, didn't want to pop him to give him the mana for the snowball, and similar sort of, I guess you can call it greedy style play with Ice. Go for the full efficiency play. Let's see if he uses it this time around.
That's a lot of damage from Raven. He does finally use it, but now Zephyr's here. They get the gaze off. Snowball, and yeah, they should have it. No, Nightmare is there from Jabs. Ice will still be able to go down though. Raven now getting a double kill. Just pops the Battle Trance straight away, and Oh, this bot lane's a whitewash. Geek fam is just so far ahead.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they need to against this
Bot lane, Savage is rotated now onto Zephyr, trying to go after that outpost, but it looks like he'll concentrate on the hero instead, and in fact now, they just want to back out. But DJ, no, he goes for a Fisher, they'll take the easy kill onto Whiteman, and now the Nightmare is there on the Troll, but Nightmare is taken off by Whiteman trying to survive. Now the Gaze as well, they're going to turn on Savage, he does almost go down, but the time lapse is there in time. Oh, that was a really nice cheeky little play there from Whiteman.
Sorry about that.
And
Diving Carl.
Savage going to be on top of Carl, and Carl is actually doing a lot of damage over Savage. He might need a TP out of that. He time lapses. Whiteman getting that cancellation off on the Jab's Fiend's grip. Still, Carl is alive.
Here.
Now Cuckoo is here with Zephyr and Moon. He tries to join in, but you've already lost Savage. You've already lost Jabs. Whiteman does go down now. Moon trying to get the trades. He does get Carl as well, but he's trapped up. It looks like Cuckoo should be able to secure the kill there on the Monkey, and he does. And ultimately, it will still be a 2-for-3 trade, and Fnatic, they're just getting nothing.
Well, they're getting a little bit. Ice is able to sit in this mid lane.
Echo?
He doesn't have such a disastrous start.
Zephyr, Snowball, gonna keep fighting on to DJ. He did have help there from Cuckoo, but well, he almost dropped to that Echo Slam.
Farm your Ancients if you can. And, well, they're doing a decent job to create space for him so far, but Ice, again, he is recovering. He's back up in 5th position. He's overtaken Cuckoo despite that early game, and, well, they're going in on DJ.
Yeah, DJ will die very easily. I say that, they did throw out a Chain Frost for that, but it's not too bad. They do get the Earthshaker kill. It's going to delay his blink. He actually is going to get it. So, Geek fam just kind of freely give this away. A great tree dance into the Primal Spring out from Moon, but now they catch him out. He jumps back out. He's surrounded now, and I believe he understands he's probably just going to die as they get the Gaze off just in time, so he can't even get that free lifesteal off. Cuckoo will take that one on the Ember. But that mid-tier 1 tower, it is very valuable. I'm surprised Geek fam just let it go.
It's not necessarily that they let it...
Didn't even have much mana available. Meanwhile, bot lane, Fiend's Grip is going to come out onto Carl. Nice fish round from DJ, just stunning up Raven. They'll give Jabs away here, or maybe they won't. He'll try to delay things out. He will die. Another kill out to the Troll Warlord.
Again, they still defend that tier 1 though, and it's a little unfortunate Zephyr didn't have a TP up, so I think...
He won't pop the smoke. He'll just stay within vision. Or rather out of vision.
To walk into this Whitemon, he pops the Frost Shield onto the tower, perfectly reasonable. I don't know about this TP in though from Cuckoo.
Could be dangerous. Cuckoo just going to slide a fist, but he does have a bug on him right now, so they have vision. Now Jabs goes in with the Nightmare. They also found Whiteman there with the Wukong's command, and Reaper's Scythe with the Echo committed. Cuckoo and Whiteman both going to end up going down. You kind of called it there, Danhog. He does get caught out and gets taken out easily, and now that bottom tier 1 tower also under siege, but look at this, Zephyr's around. Meanwhile, they're taking another fight onto Jabs. So Jabs will die on the Bane. Savage does get the tier.
They are. Raven's trying to make a play on this mid lane, and Carl as well. They've got the Spirit Vessel onto Ice.
How do you even survive this now? Ice has no heals anyway. They just tip him up. Like, what are you doing with that Ghost Shroud, sir? He had no heals left.
Not too much. Oh man, picking up the double damage. They're going to go straight match from Raven.
They'll go ahead and finish it off.
Yeah, all of this defensive warding. It's going to... Nothing really happening all too much.
Sorry, I'm back.
That's all good.
Fisher out. Whiteman, he's been caught out there on the lich. Boundless Strike as well. Poor Whiteman. No Roshan to deny himself off to. He's just dead.
Nothing happened. It was actually the one time in SEA Dota where nothing happened for...
Well, you're looking to try and make a play here.
All of their Broken Moon off to the trees here. Cuckoo, he's done a good job here. He was trying to contest the outpost. Will they be able to do anything about it, though?
Wukong's is there. Moon, he's going to fight back now. They don't have the damage output. Fisher out. That'll secure the kill. Well, Moon, he won't mind just using the ulti like that. Just to be able to survive. That's really unfortunate. That bottom tier 1 tower, but it's a safe play to make.
Well, they're smoked up and they're going to run into 5 Fnatic heroes standing at the top here trying to take up this big ancient stack.
What have I done? DJ.
A little premature. Oh, nice poison over. Hits onto 2.
Yeah, Jabs, he's in trouble. He should tick out here. Fisher is going to block the pathway. Nice deny out from Ice. Now the Wukongs is out. Raven's going to have to fight within it. Cuckoo will die immediately to the Reaper's Scythe. And now Raven popping that Battle Trance, trying to survive through this Aegis. He will at least lose the Aegis, it seems. Chain Frost bouncing through, but the Fiend's Grip now on the Lich. Barely Moon survives. He needs to get up. A Carl will finish off two of them. Now Savage going back in on the Lich. Will time-lapse out of there. Jabs is in trouble, however. He's been left alone and looks like he will die. And well, you lost the Aegis, but you found a successful team fight for the side of...
A lot of these Fnatic heroes realizing that even though there was only one hero next to it, they had vision over this...
Mid lane. They go straight onto Raven. It's a lot of damage. Raven, he will die. They do get TJ in return, but now Savage, he wants to chase down Carl. He's sick of this Venomancer. And he might just find him, although neutrals, no, he does get the kill. Savage, how do you get out of this one? He doesn't have time-lapse. Shards, not going to be on point. He's still trying to run. Tag team going to be activated with the snowball. He needs 3 seconds for the time-lapse, but no, they will get the trade.
Very cheeky. Going into a BKB right now, so that if he does commit himself into the middle of a team fight, he's going to...
So I don't believe they'll really want to allow Geek to take this second Roshan, and well, both teams, they'll smoke up at the exact same time, and they're running the exact opposite way as well. Roshan will be up in 45, so it's not too bad for Geek Fam.
No vision, luckily enough, for Geek Fam in their own jungle. Otherwise, they would have spot out that that courier coming to deliver the Observer and Sentry wards. Oh, is Carl going to be in a little bit of trouble here?
Swarm was thrown out, so now they know they were smoked. Geek Fam again checking Roshan, still 25 seconds away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just taking some more real estate. We've got close to level 18 on Carl as well, which is obviously going to be really useful to have around that Roche pit. Small enclosed area. He's got it now. Roche is going to be up in a couple of seconds, but they found out Zephyr in the meantime.
Savage. He's got to back off. That snowball's a little bit scary. Now Chains and Gaze is there onto Savage. He's just tanking through the damage right now.
Ooh, Greaves is super handy.
That it is. It's going to be a lot more sustain there for Geek Fam.
Oh man, they're just baiting each other out right now.
Yeah. Roshan.
Seconds until that 30-minute mark too.
Nice. Could be in trouble. They got the Gale off. He doesn't actually... Well, he does have Ghost Shroud. He will use it, but can he heal himself up enough? Nice fish around from DJ, and now, well, Moon, he's trying to get in there. He won't quite find the angle. Ice. He's been trapped up by those shards. They'll Remnant in. Cuckoo trying to take down this Necrophos, and he will. But an immediate buyback. Now the Fiend's Grip out on the Ember. He's still trapped up there in that Fiend's Grip. It doesn't really get him out with the Force Staff, but now a Snowball is going to save. They do Reaper's Scythe. They do get Zephyr and Cuckoo. Cuckoo will also buy back immediately.
They're still fighting around this Roche pit. I mean, the fact that you had to use buybacks on both your offlaners is pretty impactful. Luckily enough, Ice, he didn't buy out the Guardian Greaves, so he did have enough for it. Just continuing to make this deep Observer Ward doing so much work.
Yeah, Fisher there, DJ.
Dieback.
They got control there onto Cuckoo. He can't afford to die like this. He remnants out. Now Raven's in. He does end up killing off the Earthshaker. So DJ's down for 50. Moon gonna show himself. Raven wouldn't mind the fight, but now Savage gonna rotate back around on that Weaver.
Had that blind connected onto him though, so isn't ready to stay and fight. He's done it again though. Has to pop the BKB for it.
Wukong's commander's out. Raven pops his own BKB with the Battle Trance. Savage will just run away. Raven just continuing to chase there, trying to go onto Moon. That Battle Trance will wear off, and now Nightmare will come out from Jabs. You don't have the Fiend's Grip, but you may not need it though. Walrus Punch from Zephyr. He does get Savage. No buyback available on that Weaver, and now Cuckoo will chase down Moon. Ice as well, just deciding he's going to TP out. Moon will do the same. Jab's been left behind, but this will open up the Roshan pit now for the side of Geek Fam.
Yeah, they're very happy with that sort of trade. You need to be so mindful of the DJ Echo Slam coming through at the end of the day. He's even got the Shadow Blade available, but I'm not sure what happened that time. Moon, it felt like his Wukong's command was cancelled super early. It didn't even, he wasn't force-staffed out of it. So perhaps a very small misplay coming through there, and even despite the fact that the Guardian Greaves is much more impactful on Ice Ice Ice, you can break a lot of what they're trying to put onto you. It's just not enough for him to be able to out-withstain this Spirit Vessel as well as the Venomancer.
That is true, and well, now you've got the Aegis, you've got the cheese up on Zephyr as well, but he might just give that over to Carl. And speaking of Carl,
Diving in deep? What's going on
DJ
here?
gets in with the Echo. Now the Reapers, Carl! That wasn't it, sir. Just too early. He did hit the Gale on Ice Ice Ice, but it just didn't matter.
Oh, well, that's alright then.
Zephyr now getting caught out there with the Task. Moon gonna take him out as well. And I suppose if you're Geek fam, you're not really expecting Fnatic to run at you after you took a Roshan. But Fnatic, they just keep going. Whiteman now gonna get jumped on. He does commit the Shadow Amulet. Do they have detection? Not quite, but they'll do it the slow. Yeah, absolutely. Jabs comes in. Chain Frost is out, but Whiteman is gonna die. And suddenly a 3-for-0 trade while Geek fam has the Aegis cheese.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be making the aggressive plays, and it's fine if Carl has that, but you've got to play with your team, buddy.
Oh, bot lane? They're going after tier 3s. Savage. I don't know if this is how it's meant to work, so you lost the Roshan. Moon's going to be there with him. They timer up this troll. They're really going to get a tier 3 tower. Alright, disarm on the troll. He'll run away for now, but he does have that Satanic Aegis, so Savage will have to be careful, but they are going on the melee barracks. Savage, Warriors punched up. He can't time lapse out of there in time. And so perhaps they have overextended here, but well, Jabs should also die. He will go for the Glimmer TB. Can they get him snared? Well, they do get the chains off. He will go down. But Fnatic, they actually got a team if things go really bad. And they could, because Moon is pushing in that bot wave once again. So he's going to try and force back the side of Geek fam. The question is, will Geek fam back off, or will they go for the mid-racks?
I mean, I think at the minimum they're going to force some rotations to come back, which they have not done just yet. Moon's got TP, DJ has TP. I guess that's a small advantage of having this invisibility available to you, but you're going to have to make a decision soon on both sides because both bases being assaulted.
Yeah, they're just playing a game of chicken right now, and well, nobody's really losing yet. They're just standing their ground, but I'd say Fnatic might have the upper hand now that they've got the creep wave on that Rax, but Cuckoo will TP in. And this is Geek fam's timing, right? They've still got that Aegis, they've got all these items up. They want to be the ones pushing high ground, but Fnatic will just not allow it. And Moon, he's sticking around down at that bot lane. Pounce in, does force the Remnant usage out of Cuckoo. I don't think they can TP back now. They'll bring another in. In fact, 2, 3 TPing in. A great play out of Moon. And well, Zephyr, he's going to try and punish, but he won't get it.
He nearly made it happen. Moon is still here. It's actually nuts how much space he's making, you know, both with the use of that Primal Spring, forcing Cuckoo out to the top side, and then even just using the Boundless Strike to secure one more creep wave moving into...
He's going to be careful not to get his tree chopped down. He'll make a run for it. Raven will slow him up, gets a bash on the range hit. Now Savage is going to come in, but Moon forced to pop his BKB. Now the Fiend's Rip comes out. Raven, he needs time. He'll pop the Satanic and the Battle Trance, but it looks like this Monkey will get out with the Wukong's command. Now the Fish are there. DJ still holding, comes in for the Echo. He does end up getting Raven. They'll also find Zephyr, it seems, on that task. Cuckoo's trying to run. It looks really bad for them. Carl trying to fight back as well on that Venomancer. Ice 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 just healing everyone up on that Necrophos, but it looks like maybe they will tick out. Everyone's so low, but Savage comes back in now on that Weaver. He'll chase down Whiteman, going after Carl. Cuckoo trying to control up Savage. But it's a 3-for-3 trade thus far. A buyback out on Zephyr. And that'll be it. A very, very even sort of team fight.
Yeah, the Plague slowly advancing more and more, and you can just see the full team fight control with the Ice Shards cooldown, so it's only going to have 14 seconds. He's got a Minotaur Horn, he's got nearly 3,000 life for himself, and they've gone on Ice Ice Ice.
Yeah, it's a problem. He will try to get himself out of this, but can he? Still using himself up, does still have the Ghost Shroud, does get it off in time. Savage is buying him time on that Weaver. It's the same spot that he try and fight in. The Fiend's Grip is eventually going to wear off there on Raven. He does still have Battle Trance. He will go after Jasmine. Now the Wukong's Moon. He'll try to turn turn around. They do jump in with Carl on the Venom, getting a great Poison Over off, but the Reaper Scythe will take him out. Zephyr, Snowball in now, back onto Ice, but he's just not dying. He has too much Ghost Round. The Echo's in, but it doesn't do much. It really works against the side of Fnatic. The tips come out, and they will wipe them out, Geek fam. Getting a 3 for 1.
That's the difference right there in that team fight. Able to hold the battle trance right until the end. Didn't even, pop the BKB Satanic together and still had something to be able to continue the secondary team fight. Meant that DJ wasn't able to just go in when he wanted to. And some great space being created as well. Zephyr throwing himself on the front lines, knowing that he had the Minotaur Horn for the initial engagement onto Ice and forced to pop a lot of this team fight sustain super early on, which meant it wasn't available for the rest of his team.
Savage. He's lost that mid-ranks. He's going to come in to try and maybe delay things out a little bit. Try and make sure that... Oh, Abyssal's there. Savage, you can't die like this. Nightmare. It won't be enough. Raven still gets the kill off the back of those shards. There's no buyback.
Out. Yeah. The Shaker bought out, but no Echo Slam for the next 50 seconds. It's just delaying right now.
I thought Savage would have had buyback, considering he made that play, but... He's short of gold, and now, well, one tier 4's gone. Raven, he'll go for another. How do you stop this?
You don't. You've got the Solar Crest as well, so he's just going to be able to stack up those fervor stacks super early on. They're trying to put the courier there as a bit of bait for him.
They even drop a magic one on the ground. He doesn't care, Raven. He's a man of business. You're going to need to offer him more than that. The jump in. Zephyr buys time with the Snowball. Geek fam, they have the Ancient. GG's been called. They will force it to a game number 3.
Yeah. Feeling strong. It's pretty hype the way they're able to just turn that around, you know? A draft that doesn't allow the real comfort heroes, other than, of course, the Earthshaker, come through from Fnatic, and the Venomancer pick really throwing a wrench in their plans.
Well, with that, Danog, of course, luckily for us, we get to go to a game 3 of this upper bracket, round number 1. It is MLP Dota, and it is Danog, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, assuming there's not another update. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for that third game of this best of 3 series.